Yo, and it's time for the show. Let's do a quick sound check and then we're going to get right up in it. But man, we're going to get right up in it. Of course, sound isn't working. Of course, wouldn't work first thing. Wouldn't be a show if it didn't work the first time. But welcome to the world famous Play Ending Switch Show, episode 50, season 3. Final episode of the year. What a year, man. So it kind of got a big update to go over for the channel, and then we'll kind of break it all down and what we'll be doing and all that mumbo jumbo. But happy new year to everyone. Thank you for all the support over this last year. I appreciate all the support you guys give me on the daily. I do this for you. But let me share this out real quick, let people know that we are live. And if you want to join the Discord, join the chat. We're in the live show peanut gallery in my server. All right, good stuff. Right, so where to start? Man. So I guess just to start out, right? And kind of start from the bottom and go work up. We have the Chill Times with SQUiD's daily edition. So next year, this show will probably be, honestly, like a couple times a week, I'm thinking. Maybe like 1 to 2 times a week. So then that way we have, this show going on Tuesday evening. One of the shows at the start of the week, maybe one at the end or middle or something. And then we have more gameplay throughout the days as well, which that's kind of what I want more of. Or maybe even make it once a week. We'll see. Might be like 1 and then 2 and then 1 or something like that. But we'll see how we do it. It's only just because it's like there's so much time that we spent on this. Not like everyone needed to watch every episode, but just to get more further on content and games and stuff, we'll kind of crunch this by like half or more, right? So in that way, literally we get more hours of gameplay, right? Which that's really what I'd like. So I don't know. That's just an observation I made. Sorry if you really liked watching it every single day, that type of thing, but just didn't get all that traction that I was looking for, and with the time and stuff that I spent. So we're just going to do a couple times a week. So maybe it's easier for people to make it to the show, all that stuff too, and watch it and catch up. But yeah, so I just didn't want to be like overstimulating or anything like that, or just overworking, right? So figured we will do that more next year. But if you want to see where it all started, right? See how we did it each and every single day for pretty much like a year. It's probably been the most consistent show that we did, but yeah, man. This show is awesome, though. Thank you for all the support everyone gives me on the daily. Cold-blooded Sensei. Thank you for coming on by, my dude. Appreciate you. Thanks for coming on by to the Twitch, too, man. But yeah, as you can see, Chill Times with SQUiD's. We'll be popping probably a couple times a week, right? And then this would be still once a week. Because if you look, I don't know, not that the numbers matter or anything, but it seems like this is more consistent, right? With people coming into the show, all that stuff. So that's kind of like where I'll do that. And then also, again, I'll have just more time, right, to create content of other varieties, right? So it's kind of what we're going to focus on more next week or next year. And then this week, we'll pretty much have a break on the podcasting stuff and just have pretty much gameplay all throughout this week, and then we'll resume next week with this show, and then a couple times a week this show. Will it be on Cloud Dosage? That's a big question. I don't know. Maybe. Still trying to figure that out. But that brings me to my next thing here. We're going to be doing a lot more Fast Fridays and First Looks. Our library has just gotten insane between the free stuff and then also just everything else in between. So much free stuff. It's insane. There's my GOG thing to pop up. Speaking of free, check out Ghost Runner on Epic right now. Man, this game is pretty sick, I must say. Let me bring this up on over here. And then we have another game tomorrow, so that should be pretty cool. I'm excited for that. But the last 3 games have been hits for me. This is on my wish list. This I wanted as well, and then this was also on my wish list, and got each one. So shout out to Epic, man. The last couple days, you guys have been on and popping. But let alone, there's all these other games too on here that are just crazy. Just to list off a few here, that we'll be kind of looking at. Where's it? Daemon X Machina. Wherever the hell that is. It's like somewhere down here. Yep. There it is. Ghost Ride Tokyo. Somewhere in here. I don't know where that one was. Oh, here it is. And then we got Vampire going back to the bottom. Mortal Shell. Here we go. Golden Light. This was a newer one that we got this year. Where's that? Yeah, here we are. Then we got Earthlock, which is somewhere around here. Here it is. Loop Hero. A lot of these were some on Game Pass, but again, I got these for free for just having an Epic account. It's crazy. Into the Breach. Where that is at, I do not know. Somewhere down here. Yep, here it is. Honkai Star Rail. We got that installed, and then we'll just rattle off the next ones. Deathloop, Dark Deity, Curse to Golf, like we just mentioned earlier, and then Cave Story. Secret Santa Edition and Cave Story Plus. So that's, dude, so many great games. So that's, again, what we'll be kind of focusing on a little bit more next year, with some Epic stuff. And then we also have Luna stuff, which I won't pull up Luna, but we'll have more first looks and content there. I'm going to be careful with the content and stuff that we do on there, just because I don't want to like lose progress on things. So expect more of that though. More Riders Republic and Skate 3, more Apex and Destiny 2. Some more Apex. We'll probably have more Rise and Grow Together stuff with our brothers and other friends. We even have the Prime games, which I didn't really dive too much into this, but let me show you how much I've gotten over pretty much the last like 2-3 years on Prime. I don't have it anymore. I kind of lost it like the last week or so, last couple weeks. But just look at all these games. Like, look at all this, man. I have all these that I pretty much got just for having Prime. These are the ones that I have installed. I'm not going to go over each one of them because, again, it's so much. So eventually we'll be kind of knocking away some of these and getting through these. But whew, I kind of like to call this like my treasure box and my retro box of games that we have. Because just, again, there's so much, so many games, so many different types of games, so many old games, so many little new ones as well. So we'll be eventually checking out each one of these, and this will help with kind of just helping me save just a boatload of money over this year and the next and beyond. And same with Epic as well, just with the free stuff, right? And then we'll be kind of looking more into, you know, like Game Pass and PC stuff, like with Steam and GOG. On GOG, this is all we really have on here. I'm not going to go over all of it, but this is what we do have on here. Pretty much just check GOG for free games, which, speaking of which, let's do that right now to see, because they do come out with new games for free every so often. This was the latest one. So we'll We'll see if there is one again. I think they might be done with it because it's the end of the month now, but we'll have to see. But GOG, man, lots of free games. This is probably the most recent one. Same with, what is that other one? This one here. There's this one and this are most recent, but still. And then this is one that you could try right now on the page. I haven't actually looked at this yet, so let's watch a trailer. Well, do that later. So this looks pretty cool. That music though. But yeah, pretty cool. So we'll be checking that out. Shout out to GOG for having that on early access over here. But yeah, no, that's kind of my game next year, is just talking more about just free stuff, right? We'll talk lightly on Luna and all that other stuff too. But it's just, honestly, I just haven't had the time to put in the grind for that and all this other stuff. It's too much. It really is overwhelming. Because even if you go and look at, like, for example, the Luna library, even with this now, it still is quite daunting. There's still quite a lot of stuff on here that you can definitely check out and take advantage of while it is still on here. Lots of great games, man. Lots of great games. And especially if you got the Ubisoft ordeal going, where you get the Ubisoft games on here too, man, it's just a wrap. But shout out to Luna. Lots of great games over the last year, and then even this year, I look forward to seeing what they have to offer. And that's kind of what we'll be kind of focusing more on this next year. Not so much GFN, because again, I kind of just use GFN just really, really when it's like, you know, Friday the 13th and it's raining and, you know, my cat was sleeping on the right side of the bed. Like, that's basically the times that I would use GFN, right? So I'm not going to talk too much on it just because I don't actually actively use it. And if I were to even use something cloud, it'd probably be, honestly, Luna, just from preference and choice. And then just stability as well, because the ease of access and the value that it does give, like, I literally pay $6. I can't really pay $6 to GFN. I think the lowest is 10. So even with that, this just still beats it out for me personally. So I'll pay for that, and I'll pay for my Game Pass, PC Game Pass, that is, for $10, and I'll just continue that. And that's about $16-17 a month, which is next to nothing. So, and as you guys know, we went over all the Game Pass stuff last night, so I'm not going to really go over this too much. But Game Pass PC, there's just been way too much stuff on here too. So it's like between Luna, between the free games on Epic and the free games on Prime, it's like, dude, I got only 24 hours in a day. I can't even play. Like, if I literally had no job, played every single day, 24 hours a day, I still wouldn't be able to get through all these games. Like, if you really think about that, it's crazy. So there's so much, right? So we're gonna kind of pick stuff that we can kind of get done quick. All that stuff for things that pique my interest, all that stuff. So we'll kind of get that going. And yeah, that's kind of be the idea with Game Pass a little bit too, and also a little bit with the Switch. We got some backlog too, but I'm not going to go over too much of that. We got some listed out here, but we'll save those details. But as you can see though, like Epic, you just scroll through it, man. It's just, there's so much. Then even if you go onto the Xbox one, this is like my Xbox library, so to speak. It's not even counting all of them. This is more so the stuff that I have personally in my like Xbox that I bought. So yeah, you could check out all these too, but it's like, dude, there's still so many games. So that's going to be, again, the focus next year is games. Not so much podcasts. We'll do podcasts here and there, yeah. But again, it's more so going to be the focus of grinding these games up, man. And that's going to be the prime focus for a while. Let's see. There's more games on here too. I've had quite a history with this game. I'll try to squeeze this more in. I don't know if you guys know, I've gotten 400 and something hours on this game. Probably like a good 3 or 4 on the new Counter-Strike 2. But that's going to be another thing we'll try to get grinding on, is more Counter-Strike. I don't have a way to see how many hours I have on my League of Legends, but maybe I can find out somehow. That's going to be another game I might start playing more of. My brother does play that a lot. So I do need to get that updated and installed. If you don't know what this game is, you'll quickly find out what it is. And then another game which I'll have to blow the dust off of here on Battle.net. Probably going to be looking at more Diablo 4, right? And then also more Overwatch 2. And then maybe Hearthstone and StarCraft. Then maybe, just maybe we'll get into WoW. But that's a big maybe. I don't know if we're going to do that. That's like if I complete all my games, maybe we could do that. But oh man, oh no, my Battle.net session. Let's see, make sure we log in here. All right, Battle.net, get on out of here. All right, so as you can see on here, Overwatch 2, I'll probably get that going. I have to reinstall it, so I have to clear out some space. Luckily, my brother hasn't asked me to play recently. So when that does happen, I think that's what we'll be doing. So, but yeah, man, more Overwatch, more just Blizzard stuff if we can get to it. And then also more Diablo 4, of course. We got to update it. Guess we'll do that here soon, but haven't played this in a while. We'll see, again, with the newer seasons bring and then the new expansions that they may decide to bring. I don't know. Another talking point to get onto would be Halo Infinite. We're not going to play any trailers, but I'm going to try to get this going more next year, get this finished up with my brother, and then play just more multiplayer with my friends and other people too. Kind of interweaving it with like Destiny 2 and Apex more. They'll kind of be like the workhorse. And then also maybe some Call of Duty action, that type of stuff too. But we'll see. Again, we're not trying to get ahead of ourselves. Happy New Year to you, Jinx. Sub18, hope you're doing great. Thanks for coming on by. Thank you for all the support you give me on the daily as well, man. Thank you. All right, but let's see here, man. Got more games to go over. We're just getting started. I'm doing good. I'm trying not to overwhelm myself this upcoming year. So I'm trying to plan all this out. And so that way I just have to stick with the plan, right? That brings me to Baldur's Gate. We still have to beat it and finish it, so probably we'll try to get that going this week. Try to go more on the solo part of it because I did get past quite a bit on the solo part of my cleric, so we'll try to get more stuff going on here. Maybe get more done with my brother as well. Oh, hi, Kitty. You want to come up here? Come on. Come on. There you are. Ash. Hi, Katie. Hello. I got my cat in my arms. Okay. Hello. Hello. Okay. All right, next piece here. So on the Switch, which I guess I could pull up now, right? Let me get that pulled up and turned on. Oops. All right, so here we go. Oh, kitty, you gotta lay down. Got to lay down. Okay. Here we are. We just saved our progress. I didn't mean to go to this. This is where I ended last night's video. Monster Hunter Rise, though. I'm not going to jump into it, but we're on Master Rank stuff, which is pretty high up there and stuff. It's close to like G Rank, if G Rank was still a thing. But we'll be getting more into Monster Hunter Rise, more into Pokemon as well. So those will be kind of staple grinds like, you know, the other games I mentioned above. We also have Remnant 2, just to segue into that real quick. I played this one more so offline, but I'll try to do more streams of this, because I do have to kind of restart the game and start from ground zero, because my friend stopped playing it, so I was just like, oh man. And we're using his file for progress, of course, right? Should have had it on mine, but that's okay. So I'll be kind of starting over on that. We all know you'll be playing every game you get your hands on. Oh yeah. You know it. But that's why I have to section this all out like this. Otherwise, we won't get anything done. There's too many things. Then the next one that brings me to is Gotham Knights. I kind of want to see if this has the feature where I can, you know, like how Starfield has, where if I play on Xbox, it's the same progress. So I don't know if it has that. I'm gonna look and see. So maybe I can install it here, but there's really no reason to, because I have it on the Xbox. There wouldn't really be a benefit of it being on PC besides, I guess, keyboard and mouse for me. Just because the screens are the same screen, so maybe I guess more frames on this, but it might be capped out anyways. So I don't know. Anyways, more Gotham Knights, and then we're going to try to get ready for Suicide Squad, so we can get ready for that. And also, I forgot on Remnant 2, there is DLC for this, if you didn't know that. There is DLC that they came out with, so definitely want to get onto that if you can. They already came out with a little bit of DLC. It's about $10 for it, The Awakened King. I'm not going to go over this one either, just because we've kind of went over it in the past, but if you want to check this out, we got Remnant 2, go check it out. The next game here is Exoprimal. So maybe you guys know this one, maybe you don't. This one is really cool though. Highly recommend checking it out. This one is one of my little favorite ones to play. It's like, reminds me of like Back 4 Blood and Left 4 Dead are kind of similar, right? But then there's also games like this and Payday are kind of like, if there were like, you substitute zombies for people and for dinosaurs, for Exoprimal and people for Payday. That's kind of like what I feel like. It's like a horde mode for each one of those games. Kind of got the same vibe, right? But check out Exoprimal though. It has kind of like it's like a Devil May Cry arcade like thing. I don't know what to call it. It's pretty interesting, but it's fun. Definitely check it out if you haven't already. It's by Capcom. And then also that brings me to my next other thing, which I don't know if I have up here, but it's on my Ubisoft. You guys know it. It's Division 2. Not going to bring that up or anything, but you guys know about that. I'm going to try to hit watch level 1000, as well as grind the last bit of the content left on it, and then maybe try the newer like modes that they do have. And then we also have to try to get through Outriders more. But those are just maybes. Again, once we kind of get through more of these other games I mentioned with the higher priority, right? We eventually get our way on to there. But that brings me to our big piece on the PC Game Pass, on stuff that will be kind of like just trying to crunch down and focus on before they do get taken off of here. And then we'll kind of have another list like that. But for right now, let's go over some of those games. To start out, we'll watch trailers for these ones, just because it's a couple of them. Let's see, Sea of Stars, you guys know this one. I don't know if it won any awards this year. It should have, actually. But I'll have to check that. I don't know if it did. All right, let's check some trailers here. So Sea of Stars. Oops. Another one I forgot to put on here, which we'll go over, is Lies of P. But definitely need to get through that one. But this one is an awesome game. Highly recommend checking it out. But yeah, that's Sea of Stars, man. Great game. When I first saw it, and I also played the demo, it was just, man, I need to get that done. So that would be another thing we'll kind of look at this week. Starfield. Need I say more about Starfield? I think this may have won the... I didn't really go back and look at the Game Awards, to be honest. I just looked at the categories and what games are running, but I don't know who actually won. I think Baldur's Gate took a sweep of things, but I don't know. This one's still pretty fun, though.
We're all here because we're committed to the biggest question of all. What's out there? You're part of Constellation now. Part of our family.
I've seen that game. Might have to purchase it. Yeah, it's definitely worth a buy.
We do not fully understand all that is at work here.
Or if you're talking about Sea of Stars, both games are.
To be unraveling this mystery.
I'll follow you from here on out, Captain.
Grab jump is ready. I love this part.
These artifacts could be everything we've been looking for. Another great secret the universe is asking us to unravel.
Human settlements throughout the galaxy could be at risk.
Boom, there.
We are not stopping.
We are not
Whatever
stopping.
lies at the end of this road will change humanity forever. This is where we belong.
But we're at the very, very tail end of the game, and then we've got pretty much side quests galore to go through. But we got, I think, the last one or two missions left to do, but I still need to level up more before I even try it, because almost like Cyberpunk, where it's like if you go to the new DLC, when they tell you you can, you shouldn't, because you need to level up. But yeah. Let's see. Next one would be Redfall. I'm not going to play a trailer for this thing because this one is just, it's kind of just a thorn in the side. I almost bought this game and invested more into it, but it wasn't that good. And I'm surprised they still haven't come out with the, like if you bought the Deluxe edition or whatever, they still haven't come out with this content. So I don't know. When that is, you're supposed to be getting new DLC, right? And then there's new characters that you're supposed to get. But let's see, includes the base game, 2 future heroes, right? Hero pass. Nothing on the heroes yet, so I don't know. And I almost got this edition of it too. I'm glad it's on sale for. You can get this now. It's like $26. So if you just pay that and keep the base included, just hope they don't rip it off Game Pass. I don't know. Next one is Atomic Heart. We played a little bit of this at the beginning of the year. Had some like light GPU issues and some other things going on. And then just again, there's just so many games, so it's just I kind of just put it to the side. So I'll kind of get back to it and see. So I did like it when I was playing it.
Would you like
But
to
it is
make
pretty
genius
crazy.
abilities or control robots with your mind?
Don't worry, honey. I'm right as rain. The operation was totally painless.
Today, it's just a matter of getting a polymer injection to become the human of tomorrow.
You need to leave right now. There's a man coming for you. He's armed and wearing an experimental polymer glove. We've got no chance.
Are you talking about me?
Become a part of the collective and acquire true superpowers.
Hey, soldier. Gotcha. Come on,
I'm fine.
get up.
Want to learn Chinese in 5 minutes? Or maybe get a PhD in quantum physics in just 1 hour? With the launch of Collective 2.0, all this knowledge will be available to anyone.
We will soon be arriving at our destination. Estimated time of arrival is 11:47 a.m.
Shut up! Why the hell should I believe any of this?
We've got 30 seconds. Move your ass!
30 seconds until what?
30 seconds until we're fucked, sonny boy. Royally fucked.
What's going on here? This shit is crazy.
The robots are out of control. They're killing everyone. We know who's behind this. You have to help us stop this nightmare.
Humanity is damned to eternal slavery. In 2 days, he'll be unstoppable.
Don't believe him.
I don't even know who's telling the truth at this point.
You have 2 days, son. Don't let me down.
Yeah, that is Atomic Heart. And then that brings me to the next one, Hi-Fi Rush. We'll watch this trailer real quick. Do this one. This game has been raved about like crazy. So there's a new update. Okay.
What happened now?
Play it now with Game Pass.
Then this brings me to the next one, Liza P. You guys know about this one too. But lots of stuff just banging on Game Pass, dude. So these are like some of the ones I'd like to try to get done on top of the other ones I mentioned earlier in the video before and just in general. But these are like ones I'd like to try to just grind up because they'll save me a chunk of money for not buying these games. Like, I'd like to buy the games, yes, but I don't have the boatloads of money to get them. So this helps me, to be honest.
Your lies are a rare ability.
Geppetto's puppet, our only hope.
Power beyond your imagination.
Come back to me, Carlo.
Lie to protect yourself.
You stole my sister from me, rotten puppets!
Be careful, clever one.
All right. My side hurts so much. My bed. I think I have to fix my bed or something because it's like between my cats laying on me and then like how I sleep. I think that extra weight from the cats literally sleeping on me puts this extra like force down on my upper side, right? And then it goes more into the bed, into the springs. And so it's like I got this weird bruise going on. Freaking sucks. I hate it. Anyways, segue into the next piece here. So we'll go over more of our Switch stuff here, more in detail, because it's just there's so much Switch stuff to kind of get through between the physicals and the digitals on there. So let's go over some of that stuff real quick. And we'll segue back to Xbox, the regular Xbox, and then go over our channel with contents on the channel, like stuff that we'll be going over and stuff there. All right, let me get to that part over here real quick. So we'll be ready for that. Okay. Perfect. There we go. All right, then let me pull up the switch stuff here. All right, so, well, for projector. All right, here we go. So as you can see on the Switch, there's just a lot of stuff on here too, man. So between these two games, these are going to be probably our most sought after game to try to finish up and crunch up here. On Pokemon, I'm on the Indigo disc, so I got to just beat that, which we're almost done with. I got pretty much to like the quote-unquote Elite Four pieces of it, and then I still have more pieces to do of that, so that should be fun. And then we also have Monster Hunter, which kind of went over a little bit of the Sunbreak run. The Master Rank stuff, which is to be specific on the Master Rank 2 stuff, and then we're, I guess, working to get to Master Rank 3, you could say. And then there's going to be some side quest stuff that we'll be kind of doing a little bit of this game on here, Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. I don't know if people know about this one, but I just love Monster Hunter, man. There's so many great games, so I'm going to try to crunch that in on like what I'd be calling side questing on the side here a little bit more, if that's another word to call backlog. It's not, but no. There's still so much to play. And then expect random, just Pokemon Unite pieces. We'll maybe play that on like the Chill Times of SQUID stuff and just gameplay in general. That game is just really fun to play. I'm going to try to beat Cuphead. We're going to try to play, what is this called? Devil May Cry 3. Shout out to Taco Bear for this gift. One time he gave that to me. I got it just because he gave it to me. He asked me if I had the game, and he just gave it to me. Didn't have it, and he's like, here you go. I was like, oh, sweet. So shout out to him. We'll be playing F-Zero 99 as well on the shows and podcasts, same with some of these games. So expect some of those for the gameplay stuff that we'll be kind of interweaving. And then we got what I like to call Physical City. I'm not going to bring out the physicals or anything. Just kind of go over the little portrait picture here. Triangle Strategy. Really cool game here. Definitely recommend checking it out either on Switch or PC or whatever way you can get it. Just get that game. Next one would be Dredge, which is up here. Next one would be, which we're almost done with, which I still have to beat like a crazy boss on. So try getting through here, which is Metroid Dread. Once I do beat Metroid Dread, we'll be getting into Prime and then probably into more other Metroid games that are maybe on Switch at the time, but we'll have to see. I think these are the only two on here. That brings me to my next one though, which is Hades. Where's Hades at? There it is, Hades. So Hades is another great game. Try to get these just kind of crunched in. Dredge and Hades I'll probably have on Chill Times of SQUIDs. Nier Automata, I don't think we'll be putting that onto the show just because that game has to be kind of focused in. It'll be its own content for that. I'm going to try to get this going too with Shovel Knight, Treasure Trove. Just so much stuff here, man. And there's also Mega Man 11, so Mega Man ZX and Zero collection. And that brings me to Dragon Quest, which we have 1, 2, and 3, and Builders. And then we're going to try to buy more from the physical collection, which we have that all listed out, which I'm not going to go over all that, but that's another collection piece I'd like to try to complete and get going. But it's just, again, there's only so much time in the day. And then we got what I like to call random JRPG stuff, which that's where we'll kind of be going through. I don't even see it on here, but Xenoblade. Oh, here it is, Xenoblade Chronicles. I Am Setsuna, wherever that is. I Am Setsuna, Ni no Kuni, Ease, Even got Digimon right here. Yeah, these Origins, Moon, all these like JRPGs, Saga Frontier will kind of have just classified and random JRPGs. I'll probably be focusing more on like Xenoblade and then Harvestella and maybe Temtem as well, just because those are more of the games that I kind of have the most progress in. Probably Temtem has the most. It's basically like a Pokemon clone. Pretty interesting game though. It's actually quite hard. And then there's also Shadows over Atom, which I beat. So I have to go through the New Game Plus of that, which that could be a whole nother ballgame. And then that brings me to the last pieces of Switch that we'll kind of try to focus on, which will be Mario All-Stars, which is somewhere on here. I don't think I actually put that in here. Oh yeah, I did. Super Mario All-Stars. And then there is more Mario games I have listed out. Maybe even Smash Bros. But there's so much stuff, dude, like I said. And then that brings me to Breath of the Wild, which we still have yet to beat. And once I beat that, that's when we'll segue into Tears of the Kingdom. And then we do still have the 3DS to kind of plug away with, but I don't have a way to make content for that. So honestly, what I'll do is I'll just be kind of giving you guys updates and stuff. I'll be playing it more on my like lunch breaks and stuff at work and bringing it wherever I go, basically. Let's segue to the next piece. That's kind of the big piece on Switch. We'll go over Xbox stuff and then the channel stuff, and then that's pretty much the last piece of today that I wanted to just cover. But this is more of a direct type approach of the stuff that I kind of went over last night. But again, there's just so much stuff to go over. But this way, again, this is kind of like what I'll be kind of sticking to more so with this stuff that I kind of went over for this video. And then we'll kind of branch out into the other things, right? Into the other videos or other games. All right, let me get this closed off and then we'll go into Xbox. All right, let me segue this off real quick. Hold on, gotta sign out. Sends in right to my brothers every time. All right. Let's see here. All right, and then now, so this brings me to the Xbox stuff. We do not have really any memory on here. Besides, like, I'd have to probably maybe take a game off to update anything. Excuse me. On here, we have to finish the quarry, which we'll probably be doing more this week. Which we did beat the game already, but I'm doing a video where we're watching the movie of what happens if everyone dies. Spoiler alert, Jacob died real quick. Wasn't surprised where he died as well. I was actually I thought he was gonna die at this other spot, but no, it made sense though. So we'll check out more of it this week. If you want to check out the playlist in general, I do have that on YouTube with the complete game and playthrough of it. So if you want to check that out, see the reactions and stuff, go check that out. It was pretty fun. But right now, like I said, we're kind of just walking through, watching what happens if everyone dies. And then we'll put this game away for a bit, and then we'll probably go more into Blasphemous and a few other games for the physicals. Maybe Strangers of Paradise or Dealfield Chronicle. Get those ones kind of knocked out, looked more into. Which Dealfield I had to reinstall, I think. Same with Strangers of Paradise. So that's where it's like I definitely need to complete this, and I need to complete this before I even get into those other ones, because I have no memory left. Unless I go buy a memory stick, but I'm not going to do that just for that. It's too much money. Then that also brings me to the next thing, which is GTA 5. I'm going to try to beat this before the 6th one comes out. And then also on the side, I want to try to do this more for like JRPG stuff and just get that knocked out. And that's going to be kind of the focus on Xbox going into this year, just kind of finishing up a little bit of physicals that I do have here. And then there's also Assassin's Creed Origins I want to try to finish. Just kind of dedicate that to my friend, because this was probably one of his one of my late friends' favorite games that he loved playing. This and Far Cry 5 were like his favorite games at the time. So I'll probably try to get that crunched into more this year. That's going to be a big priority. And then once I get that done, I'll clear up more memory, of course, and then we can add more games to the Xbox, that type of thing. Add Strangers of Paradise and Field Chronicle back. But yeah, man, again, there's so much stuff. But that brings me to the last piece here, and stuff that we'll be kind of going over, which is the playlist on the YouTube. So let's go into that real quick. But shout out to Jinx and Cold Blooded Sensei for coming on in today. I thank you guys for coming on in. Happy New Year to you guys and everyone else that has popped on through today. Hope you guys have a great New Year. See you guys next year. Now, let's see. Let's get to the next piece here. So last piece for the show today. I kind of went through and just trimmed up our playlist. So if it were like games that I won't be able to either complete or just like I lost access to because of Stadia or another way, I kind of just trimmed the playlist off of here. So I kind of just have literally just stuff that's either completed or that we'll be working on here. So lots of different playlists, and try my best to keep it more focused in on just certain stuff. But as you can see, there's a lot of things that we did complete on here still. Just to go over some of the newer ones I will be kind of doing and looking at here. I'll start from the bottom here and go up. Resident Evil 2, game on Luna that we started and they took off, then they added back. So I'm going to try to finish it on Luna, but we might be at a weird spot where I might have to just restart the game completely because, like, long story short, my health item situation is very bad. And I have to beat this boss like 2 phases, and then I think there's a 3rd phase where I have to run out. Or it's 2 phases, I beat him, and then I run out after that. It's like Metroid, where to run out before his stuff blows up, I think. I'm not too sure. I haven't actually looked into it, but I know that's, I think, what the ending was when I watched like a speed run of it and stuff. Then you got Murder by Numbers, which I had to start a fresh playthrough of that because I lost access to it. I do still have the save file of Stadia. I don't even know where that playlist is. But yeah, we have to start fresh of that. Dark Side Detective. I think it was down here. Murder by Numbers, here it is. So you can check out the videos of the past right here, right? And see what's up there. And then we have also the Dark Side Detective, and then we have the Dark Side Detective of Fumble in the Dark, which we started. I don't know where that playlist is, I'm sorry. There's so many things on here. That's when we'll also be starting. Disco Elysium. We started just briefly last year, and then we have gotten more into it this last year. But we'll play more of it again. Vampire Survivors. Where's that? Oops. Clicked the wrong thing. I have to click this. It's okay to get to the next song. So Vampire Survivors, we got next is The Division. I'm going to try my best to maybe do it on Luna, but I don't know if I want to do that, only because they could take it off, to be honest, when I am in the middle of it, but we'll see. I'll have to see. Maybe I'll install it on my PC, but that's going to be one that is like a maybe eggshell series that we'll do more so after we get more of the Luna stuff done. But that brings me to the next one, though. Red Dead Redemption 2. just somewhere on here. I don't know where that is. Wish they're in the order that I wanted them in, but it's not really that way. Somewhere on here, Red Dead Redemption 2, the Callisto Protocol, another great game. Kind of funny thumbnail if you want to check that out. Crazy game. Death Stranding, we got that for free. I'm going to try to finish that up as well. That brings me to kind of like the Steamish games and games that we'll be trying to finish up here soon. Wild Hearts. That game flopped at first. I don't know. I have to go back and see what more have happened with it. So we'll be looking more at that. Octopath Traveler 2, I just got too busy. So we'll be kind of looking more at that too, with the JRPG grind. Resident Evil, we got a series to start of it. So we got to start and finish the 0. And then we can get to the first one. And then we'll kind of segue to the second. But again, there's that weird thing where I'm gonna try to beat the second one on Luna if I can. And see if we could do that. But it's just getting weird. Then we have The Messenger. And then we have Dave the Diver. 2 great games. Recommend checking both of them out if you haven't gotten either of them. Elden Ring, which is somewhere on here. I don't know where that is. Oh, Elden Ring right here. Try to play more of that this year. Get that knocked out. That's why, again, just less podcasts, more gameplay. Dying Light 2. You can try to get that knocked out and looked at more. Still have the winter event going on right now. I'll try to get that maybe tomorrow looked at more. I like looking at Dying Light on my days off. I don't know why. Dying Light and Cyberpunk for some reason. And then we got Hogwarts Legacy, wherever the hell that is, right here. My guy got bacon on his face. If you want to see how that happened, you guys see the character creation. I was laughing and talking shit and just accidentally left it on my character. It's funny. He called him Bacon Face. But next we have Far Cry 6, which I don't know where that playlist is. It's somewhere on here. Shout out to Purple Haze, because she gifted that to me on Stadia, and I was actually able to get it on PC because they gifted you all the games back that you bought on Stadia on Ubisoft, so I still have that. So shout out to Purple Haze though. And then that brings me to my next thing, which is Dying Light, which I don't know where that playlist is, but Dying Light, we'll have to play more of it. There's some people that want to play it with me, so I'll have to maybe see if there's a way we can get that going. Here it is, Dying Light. We beat the base of the game, but we still have all the side missions to do and all that extra stuff to do. We'll try to do that. And then we're also going to try to get ready for Dead Island 2, get the expansion here soon, once we kind of clear more of the backlog, but there's so much stuff again to go through. Armored Core, this was a newer one this year that we had. Baldur's Gate 3, kind of went over that earlier, and try to get both of these kind of looked at more. Cyberpunk, wherever Cyberpunk, we got the Street Kid playthrough that we're going through here with the new DLC. Gonna try to get that knocked out and done with, but that's pretty much all the stuff here. We're almost done with this game. I think we got like 1 or 2 bosses left of the Hellblade, and then we'll be ready for the second one, so that's going to be sick. And that brings us to kind of like where we're at now, right, with these most recent gameplay pieces here. And now that should all make sense with why I had to trim the fat of all these other playlists, right? As you can see, all these kind of line up for when I either last played it or just when stuff was added. So yeah, check the stuff out. But yeah, no, that's pretty much the video for today. Ended right on time, actually. It's really cool. But check out the main page. As you know, you got the For You stuff listed here. You got the live stuff. You got the past live streams if you missed. Basically, the Runaway Steam games, the series, and Game Pass games. I kind of go more into depth with just everything, right? You can see pretty much behind the scenes what we're going to be doing. So if you watch this video and that video, you'll pretty much know what I'll be doing this year. So a lot less podcasting, a lot more gameplay. And that's going to be the dealio. We got, again, more created playlists. We went over all those. We got the popular videos. Got this stuff right here that we're working on right now. Fresh stuff. I'll have to rearrange this because it's not going in the order that I want it to, but let's see, oldest. There it is. Here it is. Okay, we fixed that now. Okay, so we're good. And then Apex stuff, we'll have more Apex probably tomorrow, because today I have a few things we have to do. After the show, I have to actually go do a few things, and then we'll come back. We may have some gameplay and stuff before I get going for tonight, but we'll see. That's why I wanted to get this out of the way. But yeah, you guys know Shodoroi, Akuma, and then the Ryzen Grow Together stuff, of course. And that's pretty much the last pieces for today to go over, but talk more Ryzen Grow Together stuff like with my brother and a few of my other friends, and then a lot of PC gameplay and anything else in between, like Xbox, Switch. So many stuff, so many things. Luna. It's crazy. But yeah, no, that's pretty much all I had for today. I just wanted to make this a nice and concise, quick video. So I know I've been rambling on with our plans and stuff, but just to make it so people can kind of catch up and see what's going on. Just wanted to make this video here. But that's all I had for literally now for the rest of this year, for this show. Thank you for the support. Episode 50, Season 3. We'll have Season 4 starting next week. Episode 1. That's going to be crazy. Expect that Tuesday evening. Might be at an earlier time. We'll have to see. I still have to see how my schedule is looking and what we're doing. Still don't know yet, but we'll be looking at that for sure. But I appreciate and love each and every one of you guys. I'll see you guys all on the next video next week. Be sure to like and subscribe if you feel the vibe. I'm your host, SQUiD with 3 Z's, and I'll see you guys all next year. Bye!